Yasha was very happy that Ziri had helped her get rid of the evil spirit, and now she was free, and not only free, she can now get a man for herself. She informed Ziri of her intention of visiting the elderly woman that gave Ziri the mirror that helped trap the evil spirit. Ziri was very happy to hear this, and so she took Yasha to see the elderly woman who she thanked so much for helping her get back her life. When they were about to leave, she presented the gift which she had brought to the elderly woman, after which she and Ziri departed. After the trapping of the evil spirit incident, things began to change. Yasha could no longer braid people's hair as fast as she used to before. As such, she began to lose customers because she became ordinary like every other hairdresser and spent the same amount of time and even more on hairstyles just like other hairdressers. As such, some of her customers who usually came from afar and even nearby stopped visiting her salon because they realized that Yasha could no longer make hair as fast as she could before and spent the same amount of time as other hairdresser, and even the beauty of the hairstyle turned out to be the same as that of other hairdresser. Because of this, those who usually came from afar saw no reason why they should ignore other nearby hairdresser and go to Yasha shop, and so they stopped coming. Even customers who lived nearby began to lose interest in Yasha's hairstyle making and started to compare her with other hairdressers, and so her customers began to greatly reduce, that she was left with very few customers, who just visited her shop out of loyalty and friendship they had built with her over the years. She informed her friend Ziri of how low the turnout of customers is now compared to before. Ziri advised her to be patient, that things would turn out well, but after waiting for some time, things remained the same. As a result of this, Yasha decided to relocate to another city where nobody knew her so that she could start her hairdressing business afresh. After she relocated to another city to begin her hairdressing business, things began to change a bit. She began to get customers a bit more than before. Also, in this new city, she found a man who loved her so much that she began to curse the years she had to wave off suitors because of the evil spirit that had a hold on her. However, unknowingly to her, the demon which was trapped in the mirror the elderly woman gave to her friend was not completely gone. This was because Ziri failed to carry out the whole instruction the elderly woman gave to her. The elderly woman, after giving Ziri the mirror which she used in trapping the evil spirit, informed her that after shattering the mirror, she is to throw the shattered mirror into the river, an instruction Ziri failed to carry out. She just packed the shattered glass into a nylon and disposed them into a waste bin, completely forgetting that she was supposed to throw the shattered glass into the river. As a result, the evil spirit was able to break free from the glass and even attack the elderly woman who gave Ziri the mirror that entrapped it, but failed in prevailing over her. After several failed attempts, it decided to visit Yasha at her newfound salon in another city so as to re-entrap her again, in order to be able to touch a woman's hair through which it gains more powers. On a fateful day, the evil spirit transformed into a little girl pretending to braid her hair at Yasha's shoe. This is because the only way it could get hold of Yasha again was if Yasha braided its hair. And so when Yasha began to braid the hair of the evil spirit transformed into a little girl, the evil spirit slowly crawled back into Yasha's soul. Immediately it got hold of her. It transformed from the little girl into its original form. Yasha was very shocked to see this. She attempted to shout but was unable to because the evil spirit seized her throat and made her unable to shout. The evil spirit informed Yasha that it was back to get, and this time she would be unable to break free from it again, threatening her that if she ever breaks free, he would kill her. The evil spirit also informed Yasha that she must never have anything to do with Ziri, her friend, who helped her break free the first time, and that if she ever attempted this, he was surely going to kill her. Yasha was very scared of her life, and so she avoided Zuri totally, ignoring her calls, and she even did. She always pretended to be very busy to Zuri so that she wouldn't visit her. Fast forward, things began to change. She started to braid people's hair like she used to before. This brought her many customers, because no matter the hairstyle, she would quickly braid them in a few minutes compared to other hairdressers who spent more time, as a matter of fact, hours in braiding the hair. Amazingly, no matter how fast she braided the hair, it turned out more beautiful than those made by other hairdressers who even spent hours in making those hairstyles. Because of this, customers were always queuing at Yasha's salon to braid their hair, ignoring other hairdressing salons around. This made the other hairdresser jealous of Yasha. Zuri noticed that her friend Yasha has been ignoring her, and so she decided to pay her a visit and inquire from her why she was ignoring her, and also ask if Zuri had offended her in any way, and if so, apologies so that they can continue their beautiful friendship. So she traveled down to the city where Yasha stayed and visited her hairdressing salon. She noticed that there were a lot of customers there, and that as soon as one customer sat down to braid her hair, within minutes the hair would be done. This made her curious, because this was how fast Yasha braided people's hair when she was under the control of the evil spirit. Because there were too many customers who were at Yasha's salon, it was difficult for Zuri to enter the salon, and so she informed one of Yasha's apprentices who happened to come out of the salon that she should help inform Yasha that Zuri was around. When the apprentice told Yasha, she simply told her to go back and tell Zuri that she was not in the salon, a lie Zuri found very strange. But she was bothered and thought to herself that maybe didn't want to see her as a result of the large customers she was attending to, and so she went back to the motel she rented. The next day, she decided to visit Yasha again at her shop, but received the same response. Even when she called out Yasha's name, Yasha simply ignored her. This behavior was very strange to Zuri. More strange to her was that there were more customers at Yasha's salon than the one she met yesterday at the salon. This increased her curiosity. Coupled with this was that there were many hairdressing salons around Yasha's salon, but customers were not going there apart from that of Yasha's. She also noticed that there was no mirror postcard placed at the entrance of Yasha's salon. She thought to herself something must be wrong. She decided to visit the same elderly woman she visited the first time when she was curious about Yasha's hair making. When she visited the elderly woman, she narrated all her experience to her, informing her of how Yasha had been ignoring her and also how everyone who wanted to braid their hair visited no hairdressing salon apart from that of Yasha's. The elderly woman sighed deeply and informed Zuri that the evil spirit which they entrapped with the mirror she gave her had broken free because she failed to carry out all the instructions she gave to her, informing her that she was supposed to throw the shattered glass into the river, but instead she disposed it off in a waste bin. As such, the evil spirit was able to escape and had even attacked her severally but couldn't prevail. She further informed Zuri that the evil spirit had now gone back to entrap Yasha, and that was why she was ignoring her. Zuri, who was very sorry about this, asked the elderly woman if there was anything she could do to help Yasha break free again from the control of the evil spirit. The elderly woman told Zuri that there was a way out. She informed Zuri that she would give her a potion which she would apply on her body. This potion would make her transform into another person, which would make her unrecognizable to Yasha, and after braiding her hair at Yasha's salon, she was to cut a part of it and bring it to her to use in making a concoction that would entrap the demon. However, she must make sure that on entering Yasha's salon, Yasha must not see her first, for the potion would only transform into another form when she stepped her foot in Yasha's salon, and that if Yasha saw her first on entering the salon, she would be unable to transform. Zuri was pleased and did exactly as the elderly woman had told her. She returned to the elderly woman with a few straps of the braided hair. The elderly woman made use of the straps of hair in preparing a concoction that Zuri was to apply on her hair when she visited Yasha's shop a second time to braid her hair. Zuri applied this concoction to her hair and visited Yasha's hair salon to transform into a different person to braid her hair. As soon as Yasha began to braid Zuri hair, the evil spirit which was also braiding the hair yelled angrily at Zuri, "You again." But it was already too late. It had already touched Zuri's hair. Zuri quickly took a scissors and cut a few shrios from her hair and placed it in a purse. With this, the demon was entrapped in the purse. Zuri, already transformed to her real self, quickly tied the purse with rope and headed for the river where she threw it in. Yasha, on her part, was now free. When Zuri came back, Yasha gave her a tight hug and informed her that she had been ignoring her all this while because the evil spirit had gotten hold of her again and had warned her to have nothing to do with Zuri, threatening her that if she ever did, it was going to kill her. Zuri told Yasha that it was okay and that she is very happy now that Yasha is free and that they can now begin the friendship anew. With this, Yasha was completely free of the evil spirit. Dear viewers, have you ever visited a hairdressing salon and noticed awkward things? If so, please share your experience in the comment section and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for updates on new stories. God bless you all. Peace.